Hey everyone, this is Nitro. So in this video, I'm just going to cover the last 4 battles that I need to fight to finish off World 7. So I've gotten 3-star on pretty much every map except for one of them, and while I haven't gotten all the feats, feats are something that you can come back to get later on, so there's really no point in, just fighting it out until you can guarantee that you can get these feats. So let's just continue on. I'm just going to try to get 3 stars on the remaining map, and let's get started. Alright, so the characters on this map is just 2 enemy mages. There's a bat here, and a whole bunch of bats from the south. So what that means is you want to wipe out those mages first while the bats are charging up. And then only wipe out those, and then wipe out the bats afterwards. So let's see, what's the easiest way to do this? Well, Leon can absolutely charge in, kill one, and then come back. And then I can probably again, and then attack the other one using Chivalry. Not quite sure if that second part is possible, but let's give it a shot. So, it means the first attack I'm not using Chivalry. So I'm just going to use the attack skill then, just to absolutely make sure I kill him off. And then as I said, I'm going to move. And now let's check. He can move 5 tiles, Chivalry gives the additional 3, so he can definitely attack this second mage. Which makes it very easy. So let's use again. We will move forward and then use Chivalry. And just kill off the other mage. So, all that's left now is 4 bats. So let's turn on the danger zone so I can see how far they can move. And let's just defend against one from right here. And now the question is whether to activate Vindication or Divine Guard. Ideally, you really do want both on at the same time for Ledin, but I can't get that for the first turn. So let's just do Divine Guard first, and then do Vindication. The reason for that is I expect this fight to only last 1 turn. Shouldn't take any longer than that. So this turn, and then the next turn, and all the bats should be dead. Go. Bat got pretty heavily damaged. And now I'm going to apply, as I said... Oh, no. Let's first kill off some of these bats, and then see what we do from there. We can stun one to make it safer for Ledin to survive. Oh, and a side note is I just leveled up to level 49, so my characters are now level 50. So Ledin now has Phalanx units for his soldiers. But not all my characters are able to level up. I don't have the level up resources to level them all. Leon is still he has not advanced yet because I'm missing 1 material to advance him. The other character I leveled up was Bernhard and Liana. So I was able to afford several upgrades. Not for everybody, but enough. So let's get back to the fight. I want to kill this one off, so let's do a range attack. Leon's too far from anything to attack, so we will just kill off the stunned one. And then... faction buff now. And the faction buff would increase all his stats, because it increases the defense and magic defense values, which, because of Divine Guard, will also increase his attack. So now it's up to 635. And we will apply Prayer ability to bring Ledin to full health. Now that that's all done, I think they should just charge in and suicide themselves into Ledin. Yep, so 1 down. And 2 down. Yep. So there we go. Quick and very painless. What kind of scroll is this? Master Scroll. Is that what I need for Leon's class upgrade? Let's take a look. So I'm just gonna go back and take a look at my heroes and see which scroll specifically Leon needs to class up. Oh, and it was! It was the Master Scroll that I needed, so I can advance Leon. So he gets another 23 attack, 10 defense, which is not as important, 130 health, 139 health. The most important thing is the 23 additional attack, which makes him surprisingly deadly. And he now has access to the vampire bats for his soldiers. You can see, just looking at the stats, my angels are actually have more of every stat compared to the vampire bats. So I'm just going to stick with the angels. The vampire bat healing ability of 15 health after they attack is quite useful, especially if you have to use Leon alone, but stats wise the angels are hitting harder for me. I admit it is a bit of a toss up whether to switch to bats or use angels. And the thing is, if I go into my flyer training section, my vampire bats are level 0, so I would need a lot of resources to upgrade them, whereas my angels are level 5. So given that's the case, unless I have resources to upgrade the vampire bats, there's very little reason for me to switch to them at this time. And I don't particularly want to upgrade the bats right now because these gold books for upgrades, it's used for all these technologies as well. So it makes more sense to use the books to upgrade all your units than just to upgrade a single vampire bat. Especially when there's already a very, very usable unit in angels. So, for good or for ill, I'm going to be using angels on Leon rather than the vampire bats. With all that said, let's just continue the fights. There's only 4 fights that I need to do, and I've already done 1. So let's just quickly get this finished. Alright, next fight. And I get another item. Okay, so this one should be easy. I'm all grouped up, so it's just slowly marching across the map to wipe them out. Leon can charge and kill that thing. This guy can attack here, and then Ledin will always move up and apply his defense skill, Divine Guard. So everything is set up. Let's just begin with, whoop, not a faction buff. I want to do the stunned attack. Leon running across. Let's just chivalry up first. Let's see. Okay, it has 11,000 hit points. So yeah, I will need chivalry to kill it, I think. We'll apply that. I don't think... And let's just attack. Let's see if just the regular attack will kill it. Yep, and it did. I did crit there, so that added some additional damage. And then Liana can move 1, 2, 3 tiles to apply again. The again is a little bit off. Oh. If I had switched their positions, then I would have been able to attack this. But actually, if I place myself here, let's see. I just have to kill off this Lancer. So it's a bit of a waste, but I will use Lana to finish it off. And then that way I can use again on Leon and wipe out the archer. Do I need the skill? definitely not. So let's just do a regular attack. Moving back. And finally, we move up in Divine Guard. Ouch. Let into quite a bit of damage there. But because he's infantry and the rock golems are lancers, he was able to survive. So, what to do? First things first, let's kill off the archer. Oh, guarded. Ah, another mistake. Ooh. Should have moved in first with Lana. It's okay. So I guess I have to use Lana to kill off the Colossus. Should have done that first. But hopefully I'll be able to kill this guy. Nope. I just applied a good amount of damage. Prayer. So I'll probably lose a character. Made a lot of little mistakes in this fight. But not really a big deal because there's no 3-star requirements about keeping characters alive or anything. So as long as you win the fight, that's all that matters. Yeah, so Ledin's down from taking 2 hits. But now that they're all dead, just a skill attack from Leon, and then the finishing attack. There we go. Map number 3, again, there won't be a 3-star requirement, there won't be any treasure chests, so shouldn't be a hard fight. It is interesting though. The maps are starting... Before, my Ledin could survive 2 hits. Now he can only survive 1 hit. So I think that does mean my Ledin is a bit under-geared. And it's because I believe these map missions are suggested level of level 50. Level 50 is when you can upgrade your equipment even further. Right now my equipment is stuck at level 40. Level 50 is when you can upgrade them to level 50. So that's probably what's causing Ledin to die in 2 hits. Once I can get upgraded equipment for Ledin, he should be able to tank the 2 hits and survive. So with that said, I'm going to have to play this. This is going to be interesting. There's a lot of these Hellfire Archers, so they're going to be the priority targets to kill. I'm not as afraid of melee attacks as I am of these archers. So if I chivalry here, attack, retreat back, I won't be able to use again because Liana is way too far. This is a minor point. I probably should have put Liana right here. Then I could have killed both archers for sure. So the mispositioning of Liana has made things tougher for me. Well, just means I'm going to stay out of that guy's range. And I guess I'll just kill 2 targets up over here. So If I move here, Chivalry, attack, then 1, 2, 3, again I can't use again. This is a little bit annoying. What about over here? If I attack this guy, I can move 1, 2, 3, and it's still too far from Liana. So it's literally I just have to kill this guy first, and then kill off the second target. There's no other choice. The reason I was counting all of those was because I was hoping I could bring Leon back to a safe zone where he's protected by Ledin. Does not look like that is possible though. So let's just place him there. Use again. And Leon will kill off. Doesn't particularly matter. The cavalry is a good choice. And move him back. So he's out of range. Yep. And then let's move Ledin forward. And he's faction buffing this time because all he needs to do is survive. He doesn't really need to attack. And I want to avoid this archer that I couldn't kill, so I'm going to move back a tile. If I move up, I can actually use Black Hole and hit them both for a bit of damage. I believe the archer will be able to attack Lana, but it'll be a range attack battle, so that's okay. So yes, Lana was able to nearly kill off that flame skeleton, which makes this map fairly easy at this point. Okay, let's. So let's. We now have a Divine Guard on Ledin. And we'll apply prayer so that it'll affect both Leon as well as Ledin. Up here, there's nothing for Leon to attack, so I'm just going to move him up, see if he baits out an attack or two. If he dies, no big deal. And now, over here, we will use a stun attack so I can attack that Harpy. Skills are disabled on Lana, which is slightly annoying. But if I move, but because of where he attacked from, he can't attack anyone, so I can ignore him for this turn. So let's just hit this other Harpy, weaken it a bit. Right. They're both charging into my Ledin, which should kill them both. There we go. So Ledin was actually able to survive that time. And we will use a skill at 3 range to finish off the skeleton and get some additional healing to bring Lana back up to health. Let's finish off one of the Harpies here, and then the other Harpy will die as well. And that's the end of this match. So, not really hard. But now we finally have match world 7-7 normal unlocked. So let's take a look. Hidden chests. Remove lances. And others petrification before the battle ends. And all villagers survive. Oh, let's open it up and let's take a look. Wow. That was a terrible translation. A petrified monster. When the voice acting said basilisk. So, I see. So these gargoyles apply petrification. Something to be wary about. And the treasure is all the way at the end over there. And is this this is also a petrification demon? Yep. So there's two. So the unique thing about this map is there's two gargoyles that apply petrification. So that's something to be careful about. Other than that, it looks fairly straightforward. Because of the petrification, what I will do is I'm going to... One second. First, they have pretty high defense and magic defense. So, rather than rely on Lana, I'm going to swap in Bozal and change up his skill set. We'll remove the faction buff, we'll remove Dark Reaper, and give him Necromancer summoning. The reason for that is I can use the Necromancers to grab the treasure, and I'll give him Sleep. That way, he can make the gargoyles go to sleep, and then I can finish it off. Because I believe this only applies if the gargoyle attacks. So, and then Bernhard has a stun bash, a shield bash, which should make dealing with those two monsters quite easy. So this is a good setup. We'll run with this and see how it goes. I just need to be the one to attack first. What is that? A stone tablet. Do I step on it or something? What? I'm kinda confused. And this is Lance, so we have to keep him alive. So what that means is I need to rush forward. That's simple enough. As usual, Leon begins with Chivalry, giving himself the attack buff. And we'll make sure we kill this thing with the attack skill. No. We'll save the attack skill for the bats, so we'll just do a regular attack here. Because I have other characters that can finish this guy off if he survives. He did, but that's okay. So, again. Attack this one. Alright, and then I'm probably going to move him down. And the reason for that is I need to... Sorry, the goal, one of the feats is to keep all the villagers alive. So I need to wipe out these guys in the south. So, Leon's being pretty aggressive right now. In the north, there's another tentacle monster. So I call them tentacle monsters because they have a tentacle ability that pulls you towards them. They're actually cuttlefish with lobster behemoths, but yes. Moving on. Okay, I now have a few options. I can finish this off or ignore it. If I ignore it, I can summon a Necromancer to start grabbing the treasure, which is what I'm going to actually do. So, just to show, I use the skill and as far as it can go. Necromancer's up, and he's gonna run towards the treasure. He moved twice, so his buff is gone, so we will now apply the Empire buff from Bernhard. And finally, Ledin is my guard, my Lancer, and he just begins with his faction buff. Uh-oh. Oh, no! I should have done the Divine Guard. Okay. Oh, that one's okay. So Bernhardt died because I was not paying attention and didn't realize the Hellhounds could attack him. So missing Bernhardt is a little bit of a struggle now because I no longer have a stun attack for the Petrification Demons. Let's just step on this and see what it does. Oh, it removes the petrification. That may not have been a good thing, because that may cause Lance to start aggressively attacking. Well, we'll see. This cuttlefish didn't move. It's interesting. Okay. Divine. Oh, no. I want. Yeah, let's bring Leon into the fight first. And then he's going to shift back. I will just Divine Guard with Ledin. Just do a range attack from Bozel. And Liana will pray her up. And with Divine Guard and Faction Buff, he should be able to one-shot these Hellhounds. Nope. Still missing out on a bit of damage. So, yeah, it's because they're all level 50. The recommended level for this map is level 50, which means you really should have level 50 equipment. I'm very severely under-leveled for this fight. Not much I can do about it. And the two gargoyles are now moving in. The two enemies I have to be careful about because of their attack. Fortunately, they don't have any movement skills, so I can just... Let's see. So they're out of range of attacking me. Right? I'm going to begin by killing this guy. That one I had to check, because if I had turned on the danger zone, it would have shown the danger zone of the guy that I just killed as well. So if I turn on the danger zone now, with that guy dead, you can see that I'm out of range except for the... Oh, even Ledin is actually out of range. I'm kind of surprised. Why is that? Oh, okay. So everyone is currently out of range. And Ledin, and so we will just end my turn like this. Only guy I might want to move up is Leon, because I may want to go after the cuttlefish monsters. Nothing else to do. That's it. And that actually pulled him forward, interestingly enough. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Let's see. If I had Bernhardt here, I would be okay. Ah, is again ready. Again is ready. So the question is, can I kill off both of these gargoyles and not lose any characters? Let's give it a shot. Sleep. Chivalry Assault. Do I need to use the skill? No, because if I just attack regularly, he has no retaliation anyways. So I can use the skill on the second one. Just figuring out the position a little bit. This is an okay tile because of the guard range of the the reason I'm putting Liana here is to avoid the water, so that the cuttlefish have to come out of the water to attack. So, let's go. Smash this gargoyle. And move back into guard range. And Ledin stands beside... Oh, I don't have Divine Guard. Oh, that was a mistake. So if I had moved Liana here, then Ledin could have protected everyone. I'm going to lose Bozo. So there goes the 3 stars, I guess. I had to make a choice between Bozo or Liana, and I chose to keep Liana alive. Oh my gosh. Wow, that one mistake may cost me this match. Ooh, 100 Auriculum ore. And the reason that one mistake may cost me this match is because I can't kill this gargoyle. Well, let's see how this goes. At least I can now faction buff first, then Divine Guard. Fortunately, the gargoyle didn't attack. That's fine. Now, I am actually going to have to rely on Liana to try to kill it, but 345 MDef, 372 int. Won't be able to kill it. So let's just apply a prayer ability to heal up everybody. And we're just going to block them off. Let's use Divine Guard. So I'm just going to have to hope that Ledin can slowly crush these guys one by one. Fortunately, the gargoyle seems to move first. Come on, Ledin, show your stuff. What turn is it? It's turn 7, so I do have a chance actually. Not to get 3-star on this, but at least to beat it within the time. I'm not moving simply because of the Petrification Demon. So I'm just going to attack it. You know what? Let's see how much damage I do. 272. And I can either choose to attack or just not attack. And I'm going to just stand there so that Let him heals from the prayer ability. I am going to have to heal. Let's simplify this battlefield a bit, because Lenin's Divine Guard is going to wear off at the end of this turn, and I can't reapply it this turn. So, Liana moves one step back. And I'm now relying on Lenin's Hard Rock to keep him alive. Just activated. Keep guarding. Oh, he's finally in range to do some damage. 20. All of 20. Alright. Uh-oh. Tentacle. That actually pulled him into range of the gargoyle. And stunned by Liana. Okay, so Divine Guard. This should still be okay. It's only a oh yeah, I see. Petrification for 15 turns. Liana is now out of the fight, basically. So I've lost my healer as well. So I don't know if I can finish this or not, but we'll see. This is a very, very messy clear. If I even clear it. Oh, starting to look good. No! Ledin is down. Oh. So let's try to run away and draw the NPC lands into the fight. Good. Nope. It's over. I thought the lance might move to the attack, but he didn't. So this is a failure. But definitely learned a few things from this attempt. It would definitely be much easier if I waited one level. First of all. So, yeah. If the recommended difficulty level is level 50, you really should wait till you hit level 50. But, you know what? I think I can clear it with my current characters, so I'm gonna give it a second try. I'm just gonna skip the dialogue. this time, I just need to make sure Bernhard is protected. Actually, thinking about it, Bernhard might not be the best. Let's flip it over to Lana. And the reason is because all of these characters are melee attackers. For Bernhard to get into range and stun attack the gargoyles, I'm not sure that's going to happen. Whereas Lana has the range attack, so she can help with killing off the actual gargoyle. So let's do that. The first portion, I didn't really make much of a mistake on turn 1. I'll just repeat what I did. Chivalry, attack. Move back. Lana to apply again. Leon for the finishing strike on the bat. And then now that I know these guys don't really move, it changed up the strategy. I can safely move back. Summoning Necromancer. To go forward and grab the treasures. Ledin, this time I'm going to Divine Guard first. And doesn't really matter, does it? Whatever. Let's just place him. I could have killed this guy with Black Hole, but I just left it. It's because, yeah, it suicided anyways. So. No! Now Ledin dies. Wow. 2 hits. Can't survive 2 hits. As I was saying earlier. Definitely making it tough on myself. Without Ledin, this fight becomes much more challenging. So I'm going to try to clear, but it won't be a 3-star, I don't think. Let's just kill off one of these things. And check how far they can move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this towel is out of range. So we can attack from here. Now we can, with that guy dead, I can actually turn on the danger zone, and it actually, I was wrong. And without, again, I can't really charge in either. So miscounting that tile, if I had attacked 1 tile further back with Lana, she would be in this fight. But now she's going to turn into a statue. Nothing I can do about it. So I am down to 3 characters now. Let's get him as far back as possible then. Just looking at this, and actually seems like it's a very bad idea to fight on the bridge here, the way I'm doing. Chivalry. Well, this is a failed run again, so let's give this a try. If I charge in like that, I'm actually not petrified. So the petrification only applies when the gargoyles are attacking you, not the other way around. Alright. So let's just restart one more time. It's only 2 stamina loss, so it's not a big deal. Third time's the charm, as they say. Let's see if I can get it done. But the choice of Lana was definitely better than Bernhardt. I think that was the correct decision to make. This time, let's try something different. Because I know now that Ledin can't survive 2 hits. Which means I can't... Okay. If Ledin cannot survive 2 hits, I can't stay in the center. So I'm actually going to try to push Morph a bit. And see if this works. Retreat, 3 tiles. 1, 2, 3. That means I can get the buff from where Lana is standing. And okay, so I have a basic idea, which I'm going to try to execute. First things first. I need to get Bozo. And this time, what I'm going to do is go up here and create an undead unit to draw a gargoyle. So that will make the gargoyle come in and attack. Next, I'm going to attack. Nope, save the skill, save the skill. Chivalry, attack, retreat. Alright, and I can be placed here to attack the vampire man. Is this the right position? Let's see. You can actually move 1, 2, 3, so I'm actually going to get attacked anyways. So again. And the attack that will kill the vampire. get attacked by tentacle monsters. And over here, I'm not going to faction. I'm not going to Divine Guard because he has to survive. And if I Divine Guard, it's going to try to protect the Necromancer, which will get Leaden frozen. So I will just faction buff for the 20% additional defense, which should keep him alive, I'm hoping. And let's just kill off that skeleton with Black Hole. Oh, doesn't even enough damage to kill. Alright. Let's see if with the defense buff, Leaden can survive. It's looking good. Drew in that petrification demon too. So he's going to attack, and I'm pretty sure the target will be Liana. Yep, Liana. And he should survive this. Yes! So with the defense, the faction bonus, while he doesn't do much damage, he will survive both attacks. And that makes this strategy work out. So now I have a chance. What I need to do is ignore the two demon hellhounds and kill the gargoyle. This gargoyle should be out of the fight. So the question is how I can do this. Again, let's see. I can't step into those tiles, so I will do this by first sleeping that gargoyle. I need to see how, again, so it's these tiles here, the diagonal above this hellhound. So... how can I sleep this gargoyle and have everybody safe and protected? Well, let's begin by moving the most obvious character, which is probably Leaden. If he's here, I can have characters here and so on. So yeah, he's going to probably stand right here, and everyone else will position themselves accordingly. Divine Guard up. Let's apply prayer. And you're going to force. So everyone's on that diagonal where they're safe. I sleep this turn on this gargoyle so it can't attack me. And now I can attack with... Let's get rid of that. Wow, that was a lot of damage. Death Sky. The gargoyle. Good. So this gargoyle's nearly dead. And come on, Leaden. Crush these hellhounds for me. Nice. Work down the gargoyle. Up. Smash this one. Nice. Ledin will actually attack. Finisher from Ozo. Vanguard is still active. This is the last turn I have the Vanguard, so I'll hound this down. Without those two gargoyles now, this map is now easy to clear. I just need to be able to get the treasure in time. Uh-oh. Cuttlefish! Oh, so much for the villagers. So I lose defeat, which is all villagers survive. But in the first place... But yeah, it is what it is. I can come back and play this again later. Let's see. So that cuttlefish still has the tentacle ability to use. Skill is still on cooldown, so I can't summon any new necromancers to have that. So let's just focus on killing targets. What I should do. Ledin's the Vanguard is currently inactive, so I need to position characters all around him. Okay. So there's a lot of little things that are going into this turn. Let's move here and kill off the Demon Knight. Chivalry. Annihilate the Demon Knight. Because Ledin will hard counter the other two. So that works. Position. Attack. Right. Finish it off. And then get into position. Heal up. Alright. Without the Vanguard, you can see that Ledin really doesn't do much damage. But that was not what I needed him for. I needed him to just tank these hits. And in that sense, he's doing a great job. Yeah, I can't hit at all. So let's finish this time. And move back like this, so that Luciana can use again on Leon. And I believe I can actually kill this at this point, so I'll just attack it. Yep. Where should I move? Leon. Down. Move him over and the Vanguard up. Protect. Diana. And Bozo will just finish off this Hellhound with a regular attack. Here we go. So at this point, the monsters are down to just 2 tentacle monsters. He's running after Lance. Okay. So I'm going to summon something. to put him away. Now it's currently turn 6, and you need to complete this within 12 turns. So I have a lot of time to grab the treasure items, if I can keep these things alive. So as ironic as it sounds, I'm going to have to leave the enemy alive rather than dead. So that I can grab whatever achievements I can. So this one I'm going to attack. Weaken it. And Leon is just going to run towards grabbing the items. Prayer up. So I'm not going to do the faction buff because I want to keep the tentacle alive. Talk about being awkward. Right. Attack. Kill it. Or not. Not applying a faction buff either. How far can you go? Okay. Just get back out of there. So the fight is effectively over. It's just I'm trying to get the achievements. Just giving you a bit of a headache. Okay, there we go. Didn't die, that's okay. This. Oh my god! Oh, Jesus. Okay. Suicide myself, but now I don't know if I have enough time to 3-star this. Let's see. Again. Come on, Liana, I need again. Move, Bozo. Now that Leon's down, it's your job to grab the treasure. This turn, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 1, 2, 3. So yes, we are good. I'll just end my turn. It's just this one needs to die. So, now? Yes. Yep, so I think I move down. Ledin is going to stand in front of me. Like this. Form a line. Ledin's going to begin applying his buffs now. As expected, the tentacle was used. Because Ledin is standing in front, it blocks it. Over here, we will summon the undead to grab the treasure. There we go. 100 ore Kalamora. And up here, let's finish it off. Done.
ランス、なぜこんなところに？ダルシスから逃げ延びた後も化け物どもに追われ、ここで捕まってしまったのだ。最近化け物どもが力を増してきた。このままでは至る所で被害が出かねえ。それはすべてラングリッサーの封印が解かれ、邪悪が目覚めたからだ。その剣が邪悪を封じていたという話、どうやら本当のことのようだ。この際だ、私も協力しよう。
So he went from a recurring villain character to joining your party.
ただし、奴らを倒すまでだ。貴様との決着はその後で必ずつけるからな。
Why do these sound like the words of a small fry?
それまでお互い生きたいものだな。そうだな。死ぬなよ、レディ。ランスこそな。
Alright. So I used a pretty odd strategy. There's this strategy, there's no way you can protect both villagers, but you are able to get everything else. So I guess sometime later I'll have to come back to this map to properly clear it and get the last achievement. Or I should say the last feat. But yeah, I mean, for now it's been cleared. It has 3 stars, and I'm very satisfied with with the strategy I used in that last match. So with all that said, this is the end of this video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, everyone. Nitro out.